Hello everyone, welcome to the daily newspaper analysis brought to you by Shankar IAS Academy. Today, 29th October 2024. Displayed here are the articles that we are going to discuss. The first article, Tamil Nadu declares heat waves a state-specific disaster. This article is taken from the newspaper Hindu. So recently, Tamil Nadu government has declared heat waves as a state-specific disaster, and hereafter the state government can utilize fund from the State Disaster Response Fund to give immediate relief to cases associated with the extreme temperatures. And the second article, what has been done to curb pollution, National Green Tribunal notice to police. So in New Delhi, we know that it is winter time and the national capital is going through severe air pollution. So in this background, the National Green Tribunal has issued notice to the traffic commissioner and the Delhi police commissioner seeking their response regarding the measures taken by the police to curb vehicular emission. So this newspaper article is taken from the newspaper Indian Express. And the third article, Pakistan districts where polio virus was detected. This newspaper article is talking about the third nationwide polio campaign in Pakistan, which is aiming to vaccinate 45 million children. And this initiative was taken followed by the declaration of 41 new cases in Pakistan. So this article is taken from the newspaper The Hindu. So without much delay, let's begin our discussion. Look at this newspaper article taken from the Hindu. Tamil Nadu declares heat waves a state-specific disaster. So this will allow the state government to utilize fund from State Disaster Response Fund to support relief measures in cases associated with extreme temperature. So let us discuss more about heat waves in this background. First, we will begin with the question, what is a heat wave? Heat wave is often described as prolonged period of abnormal high temperature with high humidity. So this will be usually recorded in Indian subcontinent during the time of summer season, especially in the Indo-Gangetic plains and the northwestern part of India. And if it is exceeding after a particular threshold, then it can even become fatal, and especially to the children and to the old age people. And the people suffering from cardiovascular issues and pulmonary issues are highly vulnerable to heat wave fatality. Now we are going to see the criteria to declare heat wave. According to Indian Meteorological Department, there are three different criteria. First one is temperature threshold, second one is deviation from normal temperature, and third one is absolute temperature benchmark. The first one is temperature threshold. In the case of plains, if the temperature is exceeding 40 degrees Celsius, then that time will be declared as heat wave. And in the case of coastal areas, if the temperature is exceeding 37 degrees Celsius, then heat wave can be declared. And in the case of hilly region, if the temperature is exceeding 30 degrees Celsius, then that will be declared as heat wave. And irrespective of the regions, if the daily maximum temperature is exceeding the average normal by 4.5 degrees Celsius to 6.4 degrees Celsius, then it will be qualified as heat wave. And if the temperature is rising above 6.4 degrees Celsius, then it will be classified as severe heat wave. And coming to the absolute temperature benchmark, if the temperature is exceeding 45 degrees Celsius, irrespective of the time, irrespective of the region, then it will be qualified as heat wave. Now we are going to see the impact of heat waves. The heat wave has health impact, environmental impact, and also economic impact. The health impact includes health-related illness, high mortality rate, and mental health, and psychological issues associated with the heat wave. So what are the health issues related to heat waves? We know that heat wave will record high temperature. Therefore, there's a possibility that our blood will become thicker. Therefore, it will, over a period of time, it will affect our cardiovascular health, even in the cases of healthy people. And people suffering from pulmonary issues and cardiovascular issues are more vulnerable to fatality of heat wave. And due to this condition, the heat waves has a high potential to increase the mortality region with the severe heat wave. And the prolonged temperature in a particular region will lead to mood swings, anxiety, and depression among people, especially people working in the outdoor. Coming to the environmental impact, the prolonged temperature can lead to water scarcity, wildfire, and it can even lead to decline of flora and fauna. Therefore, it will affect the biodiversity of that region. Coming to the economic impact, the heat waves can affect the agriculture productivity due to wildfire, drought, and all. Therefore, the farming sector is one of the sectors which are highly vulnerable to heat wave. And the heat waves can also reduce the labor productivity, especially the people working outside will experience the severe impact of the heat wave. Therefore, their productivity will fall. And people working indoor will also experience psychological problems associated with the heat waves. Therefore, it will also affect their productivity. And prolonged heat waves can also lead to increased demand of energy due to increased use of air conditioner and all. Therefore, it will eventually affect the power supply, and even in cities the people will experience blackouts. So in this topic we discussed what is heat wave and what will be the impact of heat waves and what are the criteria to declare heat waves. So in this idea, try to answer this prelims practice question. The question is, consider the following statements regarding heat waves and disaster management in India. The statement 1, the Indian Meteorological Department defines heat waves in the plains as when a temperature reach 40 degrees Celsius or higher. The states in India have the authority to declare heat waves as state-specific disasters to utilize the State Disaster Response Fund for relief efforts. Statement 3, Tamil Nadu has recently declared heat waves as a state-specific disaster and announced ex gratia payments for heat-related death. Which of the following statements given above is or are correct? Option A, 1 and 2 only. Option B, 2 and 3 only. Option C, 1 and 3 only. And option D, 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. All the three statements are correct. So with this, we will move to the next topic. Because this newspaper article taken from Hindu Pakistan districts where polio virus was detected. So this newspaper article is talking about the third nationwide polio campaign in Pakistan, which is aiming to vaccinate 45 million children. And this initiative was taken followed by the newly reported 41 polio cases this year. So we know that polio was one of the successfully eradicated diseases in the world, but still it is active. Especially the type 1 is active in Afghanistan and certain parts of Pakistan. So let us discuss more about polio in this background. First, we are going to see what is polio. Polio, or the full name is poliomyelitis, is a highly contagious viral disease that mainly affects the young children, that is children below the age of 5 according to WHO. And the infection can lead to permanent paralysis and sometimes even death. And what is the cause? The cause for this virus, the cause for the infection is poliovirus, which enters into the human body through oral fecal route, and that is through mainly contaminated food and water, and it will stay in intestine for some time, and after that it will attack the nervous system of human being, especially the spinal cord. There are three types of poliovirus, that is wild poliovirus type 1, type 2, type 3. Type 2 was eradicated in the year 1999 and type 3 was eradicated in the year 2019, which was recently, and type 1 it is almost eradicated, but it is still active in Afghanistan and certain parts of Pakistan. Now we are going to see the symptoms of polio. The symptoms can be classified into initial symptoms and severe symptoms. The initial symptoms include fever, sore throat, headache, fatigue, nausea and stomach pain, and severe symptoms includes muscle stiffness, intense pain and paralysis in some cases. And there is also another symptom, that is long-term symptom, which is developed in the post-polio, and that includes muscle weakness and joint pain. Coming to the transmission of poliovirus, it primarily transmits through fecal-oral route, mainly through the contaminated water and food, but it can also transmit direct contact with the infected person or through respiratory droplets. What are the treatment available for polio? Coming to the treatment, we have to understand that polio is an incurable disease, but it is preventable. Therefore, currently there is no cure for polio. Therefore, we are focusing on managing symptoms and reducing the complications associated with the infection. And such as treatment includes physical therapy, which may support the limbs and it will help in a partial recovery from paralysis. But we have vaccines to prevent the polio virus. That includes oral polio vaccine. Oral polio vaccine, which is very easy to administer and it is widely used in region with severe outbreaks. And second type of vaccine is inactivated polio vaccine, which is administered through infection, which is used in polio-free regions to maintain the immunity among individuals. Coming to the preventive measures taken in the global level. So the preventive measures in the global level includes mass immunization, which is very essential for eradicating polio. One of the such initiatives includes Global Polio Eradication Initiative, which was launched in the year 1988 under the WHO and the UNICEF. And since 1988, we can see a significant fall in the polio cases, that is nearly 98 to 99%. And we know that till the 1% is persisting, therefore continued vaccination campaigns are still going on in endemic regions such as Pakistan and Afghanistan to eliminate the polio virus completely. So with this, we are coming to the conclusion for this topic, and in this topic we discussed what is polio, its mode of transmission, treatments and preventive measures. And with this idea, let us try to answer this prelims practice question. The question is, consider the following statements regarding polio. Statement 1, polio is primarily transmitted through fecal-oral route. Statement 2, there is currently no cure for polio. Treatment focuses on symptom management. Statement 3, polio is classified as a zoonotic disease. Which of the following statements given above is or are correct? Option A, 1 only. Option B, 1 and 2 only. Option C, 2 and 3 only, and option D, 1, 2 and 3. Let's see what is the correct answer. The correct answer is yes, option B is the correct answer. The statement 3 therefore goes wrong. Polio is not classified as a zoonotic disease. This statement is wrong. The answer is statement 1 and 2. So with this, we are moving to the next topic. Look at this newspaper article taken from Indian Express. What has been done to curb vehicle pollution? National Green Tribunal notice to police. In Delhi, the National Green Tribunal has issued notices to Delhi Police Commissioner and Traffic Commissioner seeking their initiatives to curb vehicle pollution. And we know that Delhi, the national capital, is going through severe pollution, and this is winter time too. So let us discuss more about the importance of National Green Tribunal in this background. So what is National Green Tribunal? We know that it is a specialized judicial body exclusively to deal with the environmental justice. It was established on 18th October 2010 under the National Green Tribunal Act. The objective, like I said, the environmental justice. It resolves the cases related to environment quickly and also promotes sustainable development. Coming to the jurisdiction of the National Green Tribunal, it has both original jurisdiction as well as appellate jurisdiction. That is, you can approach the National Green Tribunal directly as well as through appeal. Therefore, it handles environmental cases and cases related to the violation of environmental laws. So this is the original jurisdiction, and it also reviews decision from the environmental regulatory bodies, and this is the appellate jurisdiction. And coming to the composition, it will have a chairman and a 10 expert member panel. Though this chairman will be a retired judge from Supreme Court or High Court, and the 10 expert members will have experts with the knowledge in various fields in environment and ecology. Coming to the powers of the National Green Tribunal, it has the power to grant relief and compensation for environmental harm. For example, imagine that you have a neighborhood and there's a river and someone polluted the river. Just imagine that a chemical company polluted the river. Therefore, your neighborhood can approach the National Green Tribunal directly and you will get the justice. And it can issue orders to enforce environmental laws, and it will also conduct inquiries into environmental matters. Coming to the significance of the National Green Tribunal, it will speed up the resolution of disputes, and therefore it will reduce the time as well as it will reduce the burden on court. And the National Green Tribunal plays a crucial role in addressing support of public interest litigation in cases related to environment. And it also plays a crucial role in enhancing environmental governance in India. So in this topic, we discussed what is Green Tribunal and what is the jurisdiction of the National Green Tribunal, its powers, its significance, and its formation. With this idea, try to answer this prelims practice question. The question is, which of the following is a power of National Green Tribunal? Option A, only recommend policies to the government. Option B, grant compensation for environmental degradation. Option C, initiate legislative actions for environmental protection. And option D, overrule the Supreme Court decisions. The correct answer is yes. The correct answer is option B, granting compensation for environmental degradation. So this will ensure justice to the victims affected due to environmental degradation. So with this, we are coming to the conclusion for today's newspaper analysis. If you like the video, hit the like button and give your feedbacks as comments and share this content with your friends. And before leaving this channel, don't forget to subscribe and also hit the bell icon to receive on-time update. Thank you. Have a nice day.